Welcome back to the Life, Unity, and Freedom channel. I'm your host, Max. In the aftermath of Charlie Kirk's assassination, what can we expect as a country? I've already seen Fox News' Jesse Waters stating that we are at war, meaning that the left is against the right. That we're at war within the same country just because of our political views. Again, the same rhetoric that Trump has been pushing since he first came into the political picture. Left versus right. Left versus right. It's not left versus right. Even though that's the rhetoric that they're pushing, the rhetoric that Charlie Kirk was pushing himself, it is not that way. It is not left versus right. It's not. That's just an illusion they're pushing onto all of us, pushing onto you, to me, to everyone. It's an illusion. The problem with this country is not left or right. It's lower working class and oligarchy. That is the problem with this country and always has been. The inequality. You always see it all the time. How many times have you heard that, oh, you're just hating on Elon Musk? No, we're not hating on Elon Musk. It's like that motherfucker shouldn't be getting paid what he's getting. And he does whatever he wants. He can pollute this world as much as he wants, no problem. He can do whatever he wants, no problem. And he's not a self-made millionaire. Bezos is not a self-made millionaire. None of those guys are self-made. Just look at, not even Warren Buffett is self-made. Just look them up. Look up their history. None of them are self-made. And none of them exist without us, the working class, without you. None of these people that own the biggest corporations in America are self-made. They don't exist without us. They don't. And them getting tax cut after tax cut, administration after administration, Democratic or Republican, it doesn't matter. The issue has not been addressed ever. It has never been addressed. And now it's out of control. The biggest transfer in wealth has happened with the passing of the Big Beautiful Bill. So that is the problem in the United States. Is the oligarchy versus the working class. That is the problem and always has been. Now, what I believe is going to happen in the aftermath of Charlie Kirk being assassinated is they're going to use that as an excuse. Trump is going to use that as an excuse to militarize more states so that he can make sure that you and I will be intimidated and will want to opt out of voting when midterms come. That's what they're going to use this as. It's sad, but that's what they're going to do. They're not going to talk about gun control and the reasons why these things happen, as school shootings, is because of the gun laws that we have in this country. And nobody wants to admit it. Nobody wants to admit it. Yeah, it's okay to have a handgun to defend yourself in case of an intruder, but having a assault rifle, like, what's the excuse on that? And allowing 18-year-olds to have assault rifles? Why? What for? I know that people always, this administration and others, and people in general, a lot of people, talk about negatively about other countries in South America and in Mexico. And speaking negatively about them. Well, I can tell you this, that in Mexico, they used to have, they still have the problem of reporters being murdered by cartels and things of that nature. Well, guess what? That's the same shit that's happening here. I mean, Charlie Kirk is not the first one, and he was just speaking his mind. He wasn't hurting anybody. Yeah, his views, I'm completely against what he believed in. I'm completely opposed of all the stuff that he would talk about and his views. I don't agree with him. But that doesn't give us the right to hurt him. That's fucking crazy. Like, just think about it. They silence him. And if they silence him, and you're giving the current administration the excuse to use that as to say, you know what, look, there it is. There's too much violence. We need to militarize all the states. You know, we need to make sure that we put military so that we can control the civilians. That's going to cause for everybody to shut the fuck up. Nobody's going to want to speak up. No one's going to want to speak up because of that. Everybody's going to be afraid to speak their minds. And what's going to happen is that Trump's agenda is going to be completed. After he shuts down everybody, silence everybody across the country, we're fucked. Like, that's it. Like, we're fucked. Like, there's really no other way to put it. It becomes a dictatorship, an authoritarian country. It becomes China. That you can't say nothing because they'll disappear you. That's what it'll become. I hope that I'm wrong, but based on what I'm seeing and what I'm hearing, that's what it's looking like. They're gonna use this to screw us over even more. So now it's even more important for us to actually get out there, speak our minds, and make sure that we vote on this coming midterms. We cannot allow this intimidation to stop us, because if we stop now, we're screwed. It's done. Our future generations don't have a chance. We would be better off just leaving the country, honestly. It's a very sad day. It is. It's sad to see a young man gunned down just for speaking his mind. A father. And it's more sad that the Republicans and are making this political, when in reality it's clearly a sick person with a gun, with a rifle, that killed another man, an innocent man. I wish we could learn from this, but only time will tell, since this has not been the first time this has happened. That's all I have for today's episode, everyone. Thank you very much for joining me on the Live Unity and Freedom channel. I am your host, Max. Please hit the like and subscribe button. If you have already hit the subscribe button, thank you so much. I greatly appreciate your support. Please stay safe, everyone. And peace to everybody. Until the next episode.